The Kangaroos take on the Lions tomorrow morning with more live AFL here on ESPN. It's North Melbourne v Brisbane, live from Victoria. You can see all the action from 7:30 in the morning.
If you've seen it, you want it. If you don't want it, you haven't seen it. And if you've got it, you can't live without it. Experience the ultimate in high definition with BT Sport and ESPN. With up to 5 times greater detail than standard definition and the biggest matches in Dolby 5.1. Upgrade now for just £3 a month. Call 0800 028 2211 or visit bt.com/HD Sport. BT Sport lives in HD 1080.
You can never prepare too much, but it's the little things that make the difference. My head's got to be sorted. Because we all know what it will probably come down to. I need to be ready for anything. Ready to make it count.
The defense, you want to give him those shots. It's going to spread the defense, open up things for other people.
Here's the greatest three-point shooter ever. Navarro, ball swings in the corner to Abrines, in and out. And a foul called on Felipe Reyes on the rebound as he was fighting with Ante Tomic in the paint.
He actually pinned Tomic's arm there. Referee caught it. You can see it here. Tomic was not able to move. Referee spotted Felipe on that play. I think it was a good call.
Hawkeye referee catches Felipe Reyes just on the floor from Madrid, the old veteran. Rebounder. It's going to be Nakbar from the corner on the second chance for Madrid. Misses for Barca, misses, and J.C. Carroll pulls the rebound for Real Madrid.
Here we go, J.C. Carroll coming on the wing.
Sergio Rodriguez gets it back from Carroll. Rudy Fernandez turns on the Jets, goes inside to Felipe Reyes, but before the pass, he's fouled by Alex Abrines.
Rudy's so active. He's just got so much energy when he's on the floor. Very fast, can put the ball on the floor, and we saw him pick up a foul there.
It's got to be difficult to handle because he's going all directions at once. There's Rudy to Sergio Rodriguez. Inside to Felipe Reyes, off the backboard and in, all power by Felipe Reyes.
What can you say about Felipe Reyes, Frank? The guy is undersized, but he's got a huge heart.
We always call him the warrior for his rebounding and his inside baskets. Here's Nakbar trying to answer from deep. He can't. Another rebound by a guard, Rudy Fernandez. Sergio Rodriguez almost loses the handle, but gets it back with the help of Rudy Fernandez. Rodriguez guarded by Abrines. Gets the screen from Mejri. Tries to turn the corner. Still dribbling. It's going to be Rudy Fernandez off the back of the rim. And this time, the very opposite foul is called on Boston Nakbar for pinning Felipe Reyes in the same way that Felipe Reyes was called it the other way for pinning the arm of Ante Tomic.
That's good. You like to see the criteria stay the same for both teams. Xavi Pascual has made a substitution now. Lorbeck is going to come in to defend Reyes, which is a better matchup.
Kostas Papanikolaou comes in the game as well for FC Barcelona. J.C. Carroll on the wing. Goes cross court to Rudy. Rudy fakes and drives into the lane, off the backboard and in. Rudy Fernandez has Real Madrid up 20-24.
Frank, he made that shot look easy. He was moving pretty fast to the basket, put it off the backboard from straight away and knocked it in.
Juan Carlos Navarro in the lane to Papanikolaou. To Tomic. Tomic running hook shot, dribbles off the rim, but the foul is called on Salah Mejri.
That shot was heavily contested. We've got a 7-3 guy with both arms up contesting the shot. We've got Rudy Fernandez also flying in. Either one of them could have picked up on the foul.
Rudy faked on the catch and got open in the lane. Went off the backboard. One of the many, many ways this guy can make points and make points happen, basically. Ante Tomic, as you saw in that graphic, had star numbers in last year's semifinal between these two teams. Of course, his team lost in a comeback effort by Real Madrid. Tomic getting off to a pretty good start today, too, with 6 points, but not at the free throw line. That's his third miss at the free throw line in 5 attempts. So he needs to make this one to stay at 50%. Maybe if there's one minor flaw in Ante Tomic's game, it's he shoots under 70% free throws, and there's just 2 for 6 so far in this game. So Madrid gets a chance to expand on its lead. Sergio Rodriguez to Rudy Fernandez. Gets a screen from Mejri. Keeps going. Inside, loses the handle, lost. Mejri goes behind his back and takes the jumper. Hits the front of the rim. A new 24 from Madrid. It's going to be J.C. Carroll for 3. Off the mark. And a rebound taken by Erasm Lorbeck. Ahead to Juan Carlos Navarro on the wing. Lorbeck hands off to Huertas back in the game for Barcelona. His running one-hander misses, and he will get called for an offensive foul.
How do you like that, Frank? We got the big 7-2 Salamedri in there, holding his position, taking the charge.
And the 4th turnover for Barcelona. All these teams in the Final Four are pretty highly ranked as far as not giving the ball up. But 4 turnovers already for Barcelona. A little unexpected, just 1 for Real Madrid. On the offensive foul by Marcelino Huertas. Early second quarter action in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague second semifinal of the Final Four. Rudy Fernandez again in the lane. This time he gets wrapped up by Kostas Papanikolaou and lands on the floor. Let's see it again. Lots of bodies. Bumping into Rudy Fernandez. Here's that play by Mejri where he picked up the loose ball, went around his back, and decided on a jumper at that moment.
That ball looked so small in his hands, didn't it?
First Tunisian ever to play in the Final Four, Salah Mejri. And he told me a bunch of many people in his country are going to tune in. So the audience from there will be rooting for him. Rudy Fernandez stop and pop jumper, misses everything. It's a nice little defensive stand by FC Barcelona. They haven't been able to do it on the offensive end, but they're not letting Real Madrid run away like they can. They can score points in bunches.
And Papanikolaou did a great job on Rudy Fernandez there. Stayed with him. He's being physical. He's got 1 foul already.
Huertas with the ball out top. He was the strong guy early for Real Madrid, for Barcelona. He and Tomic. This time he loses it again. That's his 2nd turnover in a row. Sergio Rodriguez for 3 in transition, knocks it down, makes it a 7-point lead. So John, we've already had a 14-point swing on the scoreboard in the last 10 minutes in favor of Real Madrid. They were down 7, now they're up 7. On Carlos Navarro inside to Tomic. Tomic takes the hit, misses the shot, and Madrid's in transition. Sergio Rodriguez, no look pass to Reyes, but there's a foul on the pass. Looks like it was Kostas Papanikolaou running in to Sergio Rodriguez, and the call will be an unsportsmanlike foul on Kostas Papanikolaou. Madrid was asking for one when Rudy Fernandez went inside and got wrapped up by Papanikolaou. But in this case, the unsportsmanlike foul was called, which was hard to see exactly. Let's see if we see the replay here. There's the 2nd turnover in a row. The 3-pointer before that.
These guys have been going at it. There's been a lot of contact. It's getting a little chippy. And I think the referees want to try to take control of it, so they're going to call it unsportsmanlike foul there to try to clean up the action a little bit.
Sergio Rodriguez hits the first free throw, make it 20-28. And good with the second one as well. One of the top free throw shooters in the EuroLeague this season, almost 90%. And this team has possession again. So from a 7-point lead for Barcelona midway through the first quarter, Madrid is now looking to go over a double-digit lead. We see Jacob Pullen in the game for Barca, the ball goes inside the measuring. He slams it, and Real Madrid is on a roll. They're leading by 11, and everybody's contributing. It's been a huge turnaround, and they are feeling it. The Real Madrid scorers, everything's starting to click for them, and they suddenly have a double-digit lead, Johnny Rogers.
We saw Salah Mejri there. Set a great screen, but the thing he did so well, he rolls so fast to the basket, nobody could come over to rotating time. And once he gets his feet planted, he's so tall, nobody's going to block his shot.
Well, it's so important for a first-timer at the Final Four to feel his game working early, and so certainly Salah Mejri taking the charge at one end, and now Duncan at the other end. He hasn't even done what he does best yet. He was the per-minute leader this season in blocks in the EuroLeague with almost 4.7 if he had played a 40-minute game on average.
What Salah Mejri does is very, you rarely see a guy of that size that has such a motor. He is going all out on the floor. He's so active, and he just makes things happen because of his activity level. He's so much energy.
There you see one of the statistics for Sergio Rodriguez ranked 7th in average statistics this year, but if you take his time on the floor and prorated over 40 minutes, he ranks first in the EuroLeague in assists. That's one of the reasons he was the MVP announced yesterday here in Milan, where one of these two teams will go ahead and play Maccabi in the championship game on Sunday after Maccabi roared back from 15 down with 11 minutes left to beat Cesca on the last shot of the game. Here's the great Juan Carlos Navarro getting his first shot up and in. So just what the doctor ordered for FC Barcelona coming out of the timeout.
He's finally got a shot up there. He didn't even have much space, but he doesn't need it. We know he has the quickest release in the game.
The greatest scorer in EuroLeague history has hit his first shot. So Barca fans have that encouragement. Felipe Reyes stepping out for three and hitting it. Felipe Reyes has added that to his game just in the last year and a half or so, John. After being a monster rebounder and incredible, probably the best offensive rebounder I've seen in a long time throughout his career, and scoring inside off of those points and then moving out to mid-range. He's moved his game all the way out the three-point line. He has Madrid ahead by 11 again. And another three-pointer back-to-back for Barca. Costas Papanikolaou back in the game. Answers. Felipe Reyes with his own. So the scoring is starting to tick up here midway through the second quarter. Sergio Rodriguez trying to wrap around pass that Ante Tomic tips out of bounds. It will remain Real Madrid basketball. Sergio Rodriguez takes a seat on the bench. Sergio Yui comes in. The Sergio Yo-Yo, one in and one out. But Barca came out of the timeout and found a couple three-pointers that certainly had to calm their people. Rudy will try 1-2. He'll hit 1-2. Rudy Fernandez makes it 11-point lead again.
He's got that bounce in his step. He can feel it. He wanted that ball. He got the shot. It was all net.
Navarro goes in, misses, but Tomic is there for the rebound to put it down. So at least now, if they're giving up a big swing on the scoreboard, Barcelona is answering at the other end, not just doing it on defense. Darden back in the game, drives on Papanikolaou, stops and pops off the front of the rim. Tomic comes up with the rebound, ahead to Navarro.
We're going to see a foul here on Rudy Fernandez.
And a foul in transition here on Rudy Fernandez. Body's hitting the floor as you see in some of those replays. And the ball will be taken out on the sideline.
Frank, it's so important that Barcelona takes care of the ball when they run their offense and get a good shot, because that's the only way they're going to be able to get back in defense and stop the transition game from Real Madrid. That's how they've turned the game around. Real Madrid has done it on the defensive end. They're in the passing lanes. They've taken away Barcelona's good looks.
Jacob Pullen working with Ante Tomic. He stops and shoots himself, misses. And Tramel Darden picks up the rebound. So Madrid working with a 9-point lead now. Rudy Fernandez driving himself, trying to finish, and does against good defense. Rudy, as you said, John, is feeling it. Took his time getting into the game, but he is Rudy Fernandez after all.
So much energy, so active on both ends. He's making his impact felt.
Papa Nicolau guarded by Fernandez. Goes for Novato. His pass is blocked. Yui comes the other way. Tries to pass to Jordan. Pass gets away and a foul by Rudy Fernandez as Jacob Pullen comes up with the loose ball.
They're still not in the bonus, so it's a good foul by Rudy. He sacrifices his foul there to stop the fast break.
So with 3:03 left in the first half, there's been a turnaround on the scoreboard in the last 12 or 13 minutes. As Brad Olson comes back in the game for FC Barcelona. Pullen to Navarro. Looking for Tomic, gets it to him. Quick pass to Lorbeck, good basket between the big men.
Great execution. Tomic is one of the things we talked about earlier. He can pass the ball like few centers.
Rodriguez out top to Yui. Felipe Reyes working on Lorbeck. Spinning in the paint, backing down. Hook shot by Reyes goes down. He wanted it. He got it.
That was
and
too
the
many.
Two veterans going mano a mano.
That was too many dribbles. Lorbeck did not get any help from any of the exterior players. Nobody stunted and tried to bother Felipe. He just backed his way all the way into the basket to get deep position.
Madrid up 11 again. Lorbeck's going to try to get three back. He misses from the perimeter. So Real Madrid with 2 minutes left in the first half, in danger of taking over this scoreboard even more. Rodriguez back in the game to Yui. Goes back to Sergio Rodriguez, the MVP, working with Salah Mejri. Dribbles off the foot of Ante Tomic. And Madrid will restart its offense from the sideline with 14 seconds this time. An 11-point lead. Rodriguez goes cross court to Darden. Yuri for three. In and out, misses. And the offense with a foul on a rebound by Felipe Reyes fighting against Boston Nakbar.
Nakbar screened out good on that. He's going to be rewarded with 2 free throws here. Felipe Reyes is going to go to the basket, go to the offensive rebounds. You have to get a body on him. Nakbar did that, and he's being rewarded now with 2 free throws.
30-41 scoreboard with Nakbar knocking down the first of the 2 free throws. To get it down to 10 points, of course, he wants to get it to single digits. Still a minute 44 to play in the first half. And Nakbar, the veteran, makes sure of his 2 free throws. Kostas Erasm Lorbeck now the top scorer on FC Barcelona with 8 points. Sergio Rodriguez to Milicic back in the game for Real Madrid. Ball out top, 9 on the shot clock. And another foul called off the ball. This one on Boston Nakbar. A lot of banging and position.
This is
fighting off the ball, John.
This is a physical game. These guys are going after each other.
Physical game, but Real Madrid's up to nearing its average in points, at least if you slash it in half for 1 half. And Milicic hits the first free throw, lead back to double digits.
That's remarkable that they're up to their average when they got up to such a slow start in that first quarter.
Averaging 85 points this season, so this free throw by Milicic would get them to at least their halfway average. And he does just that, making an 11-point lead again. 1:27 to play in the first half. Second semifinal. Jacob pulling up from real long, missing, and a rebound taken by Salah Mejri. Handing off to Sergio Rodriguez. They're getting good minutes out of Mejri. And the dribble master, Sergio Rodriguez, catches Ante Tomic with a personal foul.
It'll be 2 free throws for Sergio Rodriguez.
First personal foul, Tomic, but Sergio Rodriguez, as we said, one of the top free throw shooters in the EuroLeague this season. Knocks down the first one, knocks down the second, making the biggest lead of the game so far. 13 points going in the final minute of the first half. Olsen gets the screen, goes to Tomic, swings it to Pullen to Olsen for 3. On the mark, Brad Olsen, just what Barcelona needed at that moment. Still 48 seconds to play in the first half.
Great ball move by Jacob Pullen.
And Sergio Rodriguez gets free on his own, can't hit the shot. The rebound's loose, body's on the floor. This is going to be Salah Mejri fighting for the rebound, holding his teeth. There was no call on the play, I believe.
Looks like it was an inadvertent elbow by Tomic that might have got him there in the face.
There's the pass by Pullen. As you said, they did everything to get Brad Olsen free. And he knocked down the shot, of course.
Great concentration. He had a defender flying at him, but he kept his target. He kept his eye on the target and made the shot.
With him going 2 for 2 from downtown so far, that's an option that FC Barcelona might need as soon as the rest of this quarter. Here's Olsen getting it off the screen that time. Goes to Tomic. Tomic running one-hander, goes down with a hitting off the back of the rim and falling in for Ante Tomic, cutting the difference to 8 points as we get down a timeout on the floor in Milan, Italy, with 25 seconds left in the first half. Real Madrid leading Barcelona 37-45. And John, if anybody missed it in the first game, they really missed a thriller. Again, the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Final Four. As Maccabi beat CSKA in the last second, 67-68. Here's a little bit about Real Madrid's scoring statistics. First quarter scoring, three-pointers made, I should say, free throws made. As you see, 16.7. First quarter assists to turnovers ratio. And they were first also in team index rating. Those were all the first place things that they did. Now we're going to see some of what Madrid's trouble was in the first quarter that they corrected. You see all the close misses that they had go to the second quarter. And instead, those shots are going in, even with the good defense of Barcelona. Madrid found its rhythm, and they are ahead 8. Now with 15 seconds left. Last play of the first half. Sergio Yui guarded by Jacob Pullen. Play goes into effect. Yui with Rodriguez, guarded by Sada. It's going to be for Rodriguez, passes it away to Pullen. Pullen's got to pull up, takes the last shot at half and misses. So that is where the first half of action in the second semifinal will stand after 20 minutes at the Mediolanum Forum in Milan, Italy, between these two great arch rivals. Real Madrid leading FC Barcelona 37-45 as the players go off the floor and try to plot a way to beat their arch rival as the second half comes back in just a little while. We're going to hold here until we see if we can talk to one of these players on the floor, get a look at the statistics, Johnny Rogers. And free throws have certainly helped Real Madrid, 90% from the line.